Today's date is April 28, 2022. Time now is 16:35. It's Investigator Junko, Lieutenant Move-On. We're here with Deputy Recruit Kareemah Birchfield in the Internal Affairs interview room. This is a reference to case 22-30494. Mr. We presented you with the notification of administrative inquiry. Did you have a chance to read and understand this form?
Yes.
These are your initials and signature?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about this form? Okay.
All right, we spoke a little bit about the subject matter before we started the recording. There's been a complaint from an inmate. What is your understanding of what the complaint is?
That I stood in the doorway while she was on the toilet for 30 to 40 minutes, or 30 to 40 seconds. And also I made a hand adjustment talking about I would slap her on her butt or some stuff like that. So that's basically.
And did that occur?
No, not that I'm aware of, not that I remember. I have interactions with all females, but no, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did you get a chance, I know you spoke with criminal investigators prior to coming in the room with us, okay? Did they show you the video that was captured of this alleged time where you said these things?
Yeah, they showed me the video.
Okay, and what did you observe in the video?
That me standing by the door making conversation, but I didn't see any hand gestures or anything like that.
Okay, so you didn't see any movement of your hand like you were slapping someone's bottom or anything?
I didn't see that.
Okay. Well, let's watch it again and just see what, for the sake of our interview, just to make sure we're all on the same page. I want to watch it together. Okay.
All right, so we're looking at April 14th between the hours of looks like 5 a.m. and 5:30.
Can you see the screen there? I know. Get to where you can see it the best.
So we're going to focus right here on 149.
Okay, now I remember standing by her because something went on the night before last and she couldn't take a shower, so I told her that I could make that happen for her. Basically, that's basically it. So I'll take care of that and I'll let the other shift know that, hey, you didn't get to take your shower and everything like that. That was it with that.
So that's that.
Yeah, that's what that conversation was about. So it was nothing out of the ordinary with that because they all got in trouble or something like that to where everybody had to go up.
Let me ask you a question real quick though. Do you know who she is?
It's an older looking woman, yes.
Okay.
I'm starting to see her now.
Okay, my question about, is she hard of hearing? You're awfully close to her. Like when you're talking to her. Like you're like very close. Is there any reason why you might be that close when you're talking to her?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Were you whispering to her? Were you?
Yeah, I said, yeah, I got this situation taken care of, so you'll get to take your shower. My apologies or something I said about last night.
So why didn't she get to take a shower?
It was something that happened in that area, so I'm not for sure, I don't remember.
I know, but explain to me why you're apologizing to her and making sure she...
Because I told her that I would take care of it.
Why?
Because it was something, I don't remember, it was something that happened. And I told her that I will take care of it and I did forget. So I'll let the other shift and everything know like that.
So the other shift had denied them showers for whatever reason that you don't remember, right?
I think I remember what it was. They were busting up the floor that was outside of the door.
Okay.
I think that's what that was.
What do you mean they were busting up?
If you look at outside of the door per Colonel Atkins, they was not able, the men came in the women's dorm and they had to bust up the floor.
Okay, so because of some maintenance,
yes,
that was in the dorm, they didn't allow anyone to have showers. So
yeah, they wasn't even allowed to come out like that. So if I'm remembering that right, that's something that actually happened like that.
Okay, and then, so she said, hey, they didn't let us out because the guys weren't here working, and I want to shower. And this
right, it was either that one or either something went on to where all of them had to be put up. And she was like, hey, I didn't get to take my shower. I was like, well, I'll make that happen for you. So it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, what about the other inmates? Did you make arrangements for all of them to shower as well?
No, I don't know what actually happened within that, but no, everybody else was doing what they had to do, I guess, and she was like the only one that asked and pleaded with me, could she take a shower or something like that?
And that was towards the beginning of your shift?
Yes,
Okay. And you work day shift or night shift?
I work nights.
Okay, so what time is this, Junko?
This is 5:14 a.m.
AM? Okay, so this is the end of that shift.
Yes.
She asked at the beginning or towards the beginning
Yes,
of the
so,
shift?
and we had got busy,
And you were
so,
unable to do it?
absolutely.
So the lady that I see standing outside the cell door, that's who you're talking to?
Yes,
Okay, and you're letting her know that, sorry.
yes.
So why is it that you're explaining to me why you're so close to her and talking about why?
I don't know, that's just the way that I am with all of them. If somebody asks me something, then I will make it my business not to let everybody else know, because everybody always wants something. It's not a dorm, it's a dorm of needy people because they're just getting in. So it wasn't nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, and I want you to make sure that you understand, when we look at things like this, complaints, okay, we take every complaint and we look at all of them, no matter who they come from or whatever. So, okay, this is just a part of the process. And then when we see things like this, so you're not trained to speak to people like that. You're not trained to be that close to an inmate, right? Is that correct?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm going to jail school May the 9th. And
Okay, so when you went through your FTO program, did you discuss, reactionary gap at all, or how to conversate with inmates?
No, as far as making sure that no one's behind me, yes.
Mhm.
But other than that, no, not out of the ordinary like that.
Did they talk to you about inmates jumping on you without you expecting it sometimes, and that's a
Yeah.
fact?
Yes.
Okay, so that is part of the training, whether you've received it or not yet. And it sounds like they might have touched on it, but you hadn't gotten the full training yet because you haven't gone to jail school, you haven't done DT. How much DT training have you done?
I haven't done none yet.
Have you been instructed to do any?
Yes,
Okay, and why is it you haven't done it yet?
because I have kids at home, and then by the time I get ready to get up, or on my Saturdays, on my Mondays, I don't even have the schedule for it.
Okay, do you have any intention of completing the training?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, how much time do you have left before you have to have all of it done?
I don't go to mandate until September.
Right, but I don't know what they've instructed you, so how many DT,
16.
they want you to do 16, what is it, 2 hour?
No,
Four.
it was just 16 of them, so they never said how many
Of the open
it
DT
was.
days?
Yes,
Okay, so 16 of the open DTs prior to what? Prior to mandate?
yes,
Okay, and you go to mandate, do you have a date yet?
in September.
In September, so you have between April and September to get those in. You have not been able to do that yet.
No.
Do you know how long you've been given that instruction, when they told you needed to get this done?
I don't remember when, because not taking the focus off of me, but it's several people that haven't did DTs yet. But no, they never gave me, as long as I had it done by mandate. Had my
No, that's not the
16
question, is when, you remember when they told you? Was it
No, I
after
don't remember.
JTO, was it on the first week of your employment?
I don't remember, I don't recall.
Okay, do you know if it came to you in email?
I don't remember.
Okay. You don't remember getting instruction to have a certain amount of training? You remember the amount of times you have to go?
16, yes.
Right, and you know you
And
have to
that-
have it done before mandate, but you don't remember how you learned that?
No, I don't recall. That's now.
Okay. Moving away from the training, the conversation you're having there, we obviously have to ask that question, because it's not what
That's fine.
it's not what we would expect, because it's not safe for you to do that. You could do that 100 times and nothing happened, right? But it's always about the one time that it does happen and you put yourself in that situation, okay? So that's why that question is asked, and there's a complaint in reference to how close you get to talk to people. And you just said you do that often. when you're talking to people, you get very close to them because you don't want the other inmates to hear, because then they might want something too, or, you know, whatever. They're always involved in other people's business. That makes sense to me as well. I worked in the jail too. So this is what we're doing. We're building both sides of the story. We got the complaint side and we're gonna get your side. So please keep that in mind as we're asking these questions. Sometimes it seems like we're trying to go after you, but we're trying to give you an opportunity to explain why you're doing it, okay? Is there a different video in reference to
As far as I know,
the gesture?
Well, the gesture hasn't, we haven't come up on it yet.
Okay.
But it's on this one.
Okay,
It's right.
let's move, let's keep moving to that.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't see the swinging gesture at all? I think you can zoom in on those cameras. If you, that's not reaching. Let's back it up a little bit so we can get back to it.
Okay, so I don't know what that was, but
Do you recall the conversation at all that was being
I
had?
don't remember the conversation. I don't.
Okay. And try to think, because we do have a situation where just a minute ago, you recall the conversation about the shower,
Yes.
right? So you're able to recall that. So take your time and be able to think about that moment. It wasn't too long ago. It was about a week and a half, I think. Let's see if you can come up with what the conversation might have been about. It looks like the lady that needed the shower had stepped inside. Do you remember where the other inmate was?
I don't know. I don't know. Guess she was right there.
Was she on the toilet?
Somewhere else. Yeah, I guess. I don't remember. She might have been. I don't remember
So-
that.
So I'm just gonna say something here. You are a new employee.
Correct.
The jail is a special place to work. It is not the run-of-the-mill job, okay?
Correct.
We have personalities we have to deal with. We have to try to maintain professional relationships with people who we need to do what we want them to do without them absolutely hating us every day, okay? I have been there. I've worked in the jail for many years. And I know what that balance is sometimes difficult to do. So please don't think in any way, if you ever had a conversation that now is getting complained on that didn't seem like a big deal at the time, just say what happened if it happened.
I don't recall. Like, I really don't. Seriously, I don't. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you about, I have plenty of conversations with females, but no, nothing out of the ordinary. And you can ask anybody that I work with.
What kind of conversations do you have with the female inmates that you're thinking of when you say that comment?
Just anything.
You talk about personal things at all?
No, not at all. Nobody knows other than they'll ask me my accent or something like that. I'm from St. Louis. But nobody really knows anything about me.
Okay.
So with that being said.
These inmates are saying that during this conversation, and there's multiple inmates, right? So there's witnesses to this, that they are saying that the conversation had something to do with, is there a quote? Because I don't want to misquote it.
It's, this is with Kaysen. She was the older lady that you were talking to about the shower.
Kaysen asked me, I think, for several things. She asked a whole lot of females for a whole lot of stuff.
When you say females, what are you referring to, inmates or?
Inmates, yeah, well, Kaysen asked me for several things. Other females have asked me for tissue because of the other shifts that didn't give them stuff.
Okay, and you normally provide what they ask?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's been several times. You can ask anybody up in there or that knows me, oh, Miss Birchfield is the best, or Deputy Birchfield is the best, because these other deputies don't care about us. They do this, they walk around, and you can ask them for a million things and they will not give them to it. That's why we glad that you here.
Okay. What kind of things do you give them that the other deputies don't?
Just tissue and pads and stuff. Tissue and pads. I mean, it's been several times to where I've tried to find cups and stuff, the little cups and stuff like that for them, and going down to the infirmary to get the cups because they came in without cups and stuff like that.
In this transition dorm?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So in this dorm you're referring to, is that everywhere you work?
It's everywhere that's in A.
Okay, and APOD's not all transition, right?
APOD is transition and mental health.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're saying there is outside of the normal issuance of tissue, and I know the females they have other needs that the males obviously don't, right? When it comes to pads and tissues.
Yes.
So you feel like your relationship with the inmates is one where they appreciate you,
Yes.
right? Have you had any that you have that are upset with the decisions you make that might make claims against you? Especially
No,
particularly with these ladies.
No, other than one that said that I was a bully because I told her to take something off her head.
Mhm.
But other than that, no.
Okay. So the comment that is claimed to have been made during this time here that we just watched, I'd be wrong if I just slap her on the butt, right?
I don't,
remember saying-
again, I don't remember that. I promise you I don't.
Okay. Could there have been any statement made that was close to that, or?
Again, I don't know.
So Ms. Birchfield, saying I don't know and I don't recall whenever we were just talking about the details of a conversation that happened 1 minute before this, it is possible, but it's not very likely that you don't recall. It's more likely that you don't want to say because it
That's
may
not true
expose.
because, like I just said, I mean, I don't recall it. I don't remember it.
So right now, what we have is multiple people saying what you said, and you saying, I don't recall. You're not saying, I didn't say that.
I don't know if I don't remember me saying that. That's what I'm saying to you.
Right, but what I'm telling you is you're not sitting here telling me, I did not say that. I don't say things like that at work. What you're saying is, I don't recall. So you're not confirming it.
I'm not confirming it and I'm not denying it, but I don't remember saying anything like that, sir.
So is it possible you said it?
Possibly, I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
Because like I said, I have a record with all these girls.
Well, what does that mean? Does that mean you might say things
I
about
might,
slapping an inmate on their butt?
No, sir, it doesn't.
So then be concrete with your answer. You either said it or you didn't say it.
I don't remember saying it.
Okay.
What kind of inmates are housed in A4?
All those are transition. Everybody's coming down from intake.
Okay, what about, did you mention mental health?
Mental health is on the other side.
Well, what other side?
It's still in A, but it's on the 1 and 2, close ops. What is this?
So
4.
A4? So that would be transition right there?
Correct.
Okay.
After you leave from here, you go grab some tissue for somebody. Remember that? They ask you to tissue when you're in.
Yeah,
Who do you grab tissue for?
I don't know. I don't know is people ask me for stuff and I try to do it before.
I'm talking about particularly this incident.
I don't know.
Could it have been inmate Casey? The one that's in that cell that asked for the tissue?
I don't know.
Okay, well, and we could watch it in a second, but you return to the dorm, you leave the dorm, you return with a roll of tissue to inmate Casey, right? Do you remember that? Inmate Cummings, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you know inmate Cummings?
I don't know any, like I said, girls come and go.
It's
But-
a valid question to ask you. Do you know inmate Cummings? It's
No,
possible
I-
you know an inmate by name if you work there.
Yeah, I probably know her by face. How about that?
So you don't know inmate Cummings?
I don't know them by the last names. I know them by faces.
Okay.
You recognize her?
I do now. She's pregnant, yes. She was supposed to have been pregnant, yes.
What name do you know about?
I guess Cummings.
Do you understand the difficulty I'm having with this?
I don't. Because like I said, okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
How long have you worked in APON?
I've been there since February.
Okay, so at least
I
2
go
months.
after jail school, yes.
At least 2 months.
I mean, that's jail school, but out of training.
Okay, and when was that? Do you know the date?
It was February. That's all I remember, the end of February.
End of February, so about a month and a half.
But yes, and me and Young, that's all we've been working, A-Pod or either B. We've never went to another dorm other than just to do a little training
Are
and
you referring to prior to your training, you were also an APOD?
Mhm.
Okay, so the majority of the time with the sheriff's office has been an APOD?
Yes,
With these particular inmates?
with all females, yes.
Okay, what about Cummings and?
They
Casey?
just got there.
Okay, that's my next question, is how new are they to the dorm, or do you know?
I don't remember how new they were.
When were they booked in?
Looks like Cummings was booked in on 3/24,
Okay, so
and then Kason would be on.
3/24, and this is transition, so this is likely the first housing area,
Yes, sir.
all right? So say 3/25, 3/26, and she's still currently in APOD, or do you know?
I don't know. I haven't been over there
Okay, you have not been working in APOD?
No.
Okay. Do you know how long you haven't been working there?
for almost 3 weeks now.
Okay, so this inmate Cummings, would have only been in this dorm for approximately a week or two at this point. Okay, so that would be a good way that you could say, I don't know this inmate by name because she's new to the dorm, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what I'm trying to get at. I'm not trying to set you up. I'm trying to
It's fine.
understand, because
Yes, sir.
I know how it is. At some point, you can feed without looking at the roles because you know the inmate's name so well, because that's how we operate, last name.
Not me.
Why not?
I have a really bad memory when it comes to so many females. Some would actually stick out, but others no. I don't know everybody by name.
Okay. All right. So, do you remember an inmate that you don't know by name, but you know their face?
Yeah,
that
I
you now
know
know as
them.
Cummings.
Yes, sir.
Asking you for tissue on that day.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then, how did you handle issuing the tissue to that person?
I gave it to her. And I probably said, I don't remember, I might have said something to her, but I'm not for sure.
What do you think you might have said to her?
I don't know. I don't know, making a funny comment about, oh, you stink or something like that.
Okay. That they stink? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Okay. Stink in what way? Body odor, or because of using the restroom?
yeah, just using the restroom.
Okay. So is that what was going on? There was someone using the restroom?
Yes, I guess so.
Okay. Did you make any comments about either one of the inmates' legs during that incident?
No, sir.
Okay, so it's been alleged, because you need to know what it's been alleged. It's been alleged, look at her, she's got legs like a frog because someone was climbed up on the bump. Do you remember saying anything like that?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any idea why the inmates would allege that you've said these types of things?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. There's been no negative interaction with the inmates?
No, none.
Okay. Do you think it's possible that without your knowledge, they are perceiving your actions as inappropriate without you realizing you've done that?
I would hope not, but I guess so, now that I'm here.
Yeah. There's several versions of how this goes. There's an inmate trying to get a deputy in trouble. There's always that possibility, just because maybe you enforce the rules and they don't like it and they're trying to get rid of you. That happens, okay? These are all the things we consider when we're doing this, and this is why getting all the facts out is very important, so we can
Yes,
make an
sir.
informed decision. So I really try to let people not say, I don't recall, if they can take the time and get the detail out,
Yes, sir.
good or bad, because you can misstep and say something that maybe not be the most appropriate thing to say.
And that's
and
probably
still
what
survive.
that was, but I don't really, again, I don't remember saying it like that. If I did, I apologize, but it was nothing to harm anybody or to say anything out the way.
And I believe that. I don't think that, even if this was absolutely an exact quote, it'd be wrong if I just slapped her on her butt, right? Right? While making a slapping motion on the camera is what we're seeing, right? And you say you can't say I did not say that.
I cannot say that I did not say that. I'm not saying that I did say it.
Okay, if you slipped up and said something like that, how do you think the the sheriff's office should handle something like that.
Suspension or either training, some other type of training. I
Okay.
mean, but again, like I said, if you can ask any of the girls that transition from A to B, any of them that knows me and knows that I'm not a harm to anybody. So other than that, I don't know where they came from, because not only that, I don't know as far as those two, they would ask me for several things before. Cups, she getting her snack and stuff like that, but other than that, no out of the ordinary interaction with any of them, other than what you told me about the whole getting too close to her.
Mhm.
But no, I sit down like, it was one female, I don't remember who it was, she has blue hair. I had to bring her out because she was having an anxiety attack. And it was in maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And Benito came in and she was talking to her as well. I gave her a piece of cake, I calmed her down. But it was nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.